I don't think there's anybody, if they say they don't have a mental health issue, then they're only fooling themselves. We've all got it. So to me, it just means that I need to be able to cope or be able to discuss with somebody how things are going and hopefully level things out in my own mind. Some people, they don't want to be seen as having an issue, right? They want to hold back, and some people on the other side of the coin, see somebody as, they just don't want to do the job. They don't want to work. They're just looking for a cop out or a way out. If anybody that knows what the MAIDS program is, MAIDS is medical assisted in dying. And my family, we went through that. My mother had a terminal illness, so that was the route that she took. So it's quite a journey for a few months. And if I didn't have, I'll have to say I had a great structured team at Thomason covering my back and calling me afterwards to see how I was. And then my own family as well. I mean, we were all involved at that point, so we were a little bit closer, my own family. So that was a few months struggle that I went through to try to work myself through that stage. I know Thompson has an employee assistance program, and I do discuss that in the orientations just to make anybody that's in my orientations, whether it's a refresher or a new worker, that it is available. And everything is through our benefits program, so I know where to go find the number if I do need it. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I know where to find it if I do need it.
Come home from a stressful day at work, I pretty much just go home and kind of forget about what went wrong that day, because some things you can't change. You can't really change the past. So if you go home and you dwell on things and you start bringing it into your home life, and then it'll start affecting your family, and I try to separate all of that. So I just kind of go home, be a dad to my 2 kids, and just various other hobbies and interests. It starts with a culture change. You got to change the culture. We got to realize that it's no longer the 80s, 90s, or even like when I started 13 years ago. You just have to treat people with respect, kindness, understand people's personal situations a little bit more, and then they'll have a easier time, I think, within the industry. You find out when it's too late. I was talking to my buddy a week before, and then I got a phone call a week later that he had committed suicide. And it struck all of us out of the blue, and it always does. Normally you find out a little bit too late because of the stigma around mental health and not asking for help.
Mental health issues is something very common now. It's something that we've had in the past, but nobody was talking about it. Now we talk about that. And my approach with my employees, I always tell them, I have an open door policy. Whatever you want to talk about, come to me. Talking to people helps a lot. Like I will talk to my wife about the concerns I've had through the day. I don't want to bug her too much about that. And she does the same with me after work. So we try to communicate a lot just to let that pressure go. And after that, we stop talking about it. An employee will come to me saying, can I talk to you privately? And right off the bat, I know what's coming. I don't know why you have that feeling. And you just listen. That's the goal number one. You do not interrupt the person. You let him talk, him or her, and you try to identify what is going wrong. Is it at work? Is it personal life issues? And slowly through a discussion, they open up more and more, and then you start nailing where the problem is. And at that point, you can offer more help.